All right, Coach, thank you as always. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go. Watch the turn. Watch the twist.
They'll start on the ground with Kelly. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Running. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And a give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
You got 3, you got 3. 3 down, 3 down. Here we go. I got 8. I got 8. I got 8. 58. Come on.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. First carry now for Justice Hill. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 23-yard run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The first carry now. This is Williams. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch the edge. Safe. Over. Roy.
Attack.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll run with Kelly. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's make these babies cry. Let's make these babies.
Watch the ship. Check 31. Let's go, Mike. 50.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Check 53 Mike. Check 53 Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson. But he's got Snead. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Let's go. We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Swing. Slam.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And nothing doing here as yards. This time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
On the double. 50. Hey, pick your game up. Tight Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And an alley to run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Attack, attack!
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Check 13! Check 13! Yellow!
Orbit. Like 56.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Exit.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
Shift. Watch the shift.
You gotta go, baby.
Check.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it to Williams. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Coming to you. 56. Mike, 56.
Yellow.
Yeah, 56. Double dog. That's the way. 56 to Mike. Bravo. Check 56.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Shut. Go to base. 58. Come on. Too little, Captain.
On second down and 4. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 42.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
Take 4, take 4.
This is Kelly. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
Watch the whip. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill. Kill, kill, kill.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Snead. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Chin. Undercrush, undercrush. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
On first down, Dobbins, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Yeah, you don't want none.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it.
1st and goal, Kelly. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Let's go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Yellow.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Miko Hardman, 82 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Check 53's mine. Check 53's mine.
Throwing is Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go. Let's go with the flag. We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike. Let's pick it.
They'll throw on first down to Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 47 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 69 yards as they have taken the lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. On second down, it's Hill. And 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Safety's creeping. Check 99. Check 99. Check 43. Check 37. Check 30.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Yellow. On Sunday.
Check. Lucky. Check safety.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, baby, boom!
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This fielded at the 2. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, this first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
On the run, it's Kelly. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, here we go. No, off. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. Back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
At the 44-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch this roll.
To throw is Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch the screen. Ball trot.
And 58 is the mic. Ball 58 is the mic. You must be dreaming.
58's the mic. 58.
Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
58, boy, 58. 58's the mic.
All day, baby, all day.
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Room to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
Step out.
yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Alert 3, alert 3. 81. 3.
Jackson now gets this one to Hill. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Cut 50, Mike, 50. I smell fear in that offense.
Check.
From the gun, Jackson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 51 yards on the punt there. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, they've been part of the cream of the crop in the AFC all season. It's becoming more and more evident that they're going to get a shot to play for that Super Bowl title.
The momentum has been building, and you mentioned how well they've played throughout the season. It's all come together for them, and they are really laser-focused on being that team to represent in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have been dominant in this one. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Crunch time, defense.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Here's Jackson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Jams it to 6. Pull it. Ha. That's it. Hey, let it go.
Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check Mike, check Mike.
Hey, watch it. Switch.
The strong running. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch the pass. Alert flare. Shift.
Yellow.
Show it in.
Come back.
On second down, it's Williams. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Switch.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Mike. Your track.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hey, 57, 57.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 34. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
43, 43.
Williams will try again. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
15, 15.
Mike, check. 59. Get your swerve on.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw? And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Let's go. 53's the mic.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And an alley to run. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
I got you. Check.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, they complete it to Hill. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jackson on first down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Momo. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
Hey, man, watch the booth. Watch. Mike 50.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson flushed out right. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Let's put him on the buses.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. And this is caught off the deflection. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Sometimes luck is all you need. That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Really a great season. Not a whole lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side, they're so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, They've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell, but they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Down. Moss. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got Rome. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 62 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 12, Trubisky to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. And his kick here is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You better bring it. Mark 55, Mark 55.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
They go play action with Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
18.
This time, Trubisky will throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And Adams has it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Lock in, lock in.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Here we go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
Check 55, Mike. Silver. Shoot.
They'll run on first down. It's Moss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Pick it up. Pick it up. Watch the edge.
Hey, alert.
Watch the slant.
Motion.
On 2nd down now, it's Moss. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That's where you belong.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Check. Watch 54. Check. Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4.
Blue.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Here's Wilson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 22. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a handoff looking right. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this one complete to Reed. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good. Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
Here we go. 36, 30.
Lock in, lock in.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
Go! 180! Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, get in the weight room.
Hey, ball.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
180! Hey, alert! Go, go.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 3. Now Trubisky. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Given 30 yards there. Wilson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Oh, here we go. Oh, kill. Mike's 59. Mike, check.
Here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. Out. Watch out. Alert.
And to give this time to the tailback. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 14 at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
Alert. Hey, Team 6.
55 to Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Watch it divide. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead, escaping the pressure right. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Trubisky to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's complete to Fuller. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And that's complete to Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. Now Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Watch 54, watch 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And the pressure gets to him again. Bobby Wagner, that's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
.47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Let's go, baby. Turn up. Let's get that ball.
On 2nd down, Bowser. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Let's get it. Check, 59. Here we go, D.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And it's fielded at the 34. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Trubisky now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Set. Go to base. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey. Alert. Check the backer.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Check. Watch the default. Alert. Push him back. Dude. Alert.
2nd and 4. And it's incomplete on the trickeration. Maybe time to put that play on the back burner for a while. That was nearly a disaster. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his third.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again, so it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
On first down, Bowser. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
In your face.
To throw is Wilson. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
Wilson will throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something like that. We got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Trubisky. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
They go play action with Trubisky. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check motion. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Airing one out for Boyd. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Trubisky will throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Okay, we've seen plenty of games. We've been there before. They thought they had this one over with if they could have stopped them right there on that down. Now they've got to continue to play. That's going to be tough.
That's tough because it was such great coverage. They had them blanketed, especially there in the secondary, but, hey, took off and found a way.
You got it.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Kill. Ran. Hey, ball. Check Mike 54. Mike. Alert. You go tight. You got tight.
They go play action. Trubisky. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And it's
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll they'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bowser. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He finds his target, Fuller. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Mike 51.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey, box drop.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Eric Armstead in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Recon, 132 fighter. Alert. Hey. High 7.
Back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
You ain't going nowhere.
He's back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Alert. Hey, Orbit.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come here.
4th down. Here's Trubisky. And he comes back with one complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Watch the slide. Check.
Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Ran, son. 54. Smooth. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Ran, son. Hey, exit. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time. Hook. 25. Switch.
They'll run on 1st down. Bowser stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Touch 50.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Yeah.
the ground is Singletary. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
2nd and 3 at the Titans' 49-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Go. Go.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. The 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Tennessee, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard. My team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is. I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you
like that. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my jag talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. At a genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish she's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why you treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just enough.
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this round here, I make a joke. Everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
We 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like 4th down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane